Back here at halftime as we get you ready for the start of the third quarter, a 21-7 lead as Arapahoe leads Castleview here at halftime. Taking a look at some of the team statistics. First for Castleview, they had 3 first downs. They ran the ball 20 times for 73 yards. In the first half, their quarterback Mullenix was 1 out of 2 passing for 21 yards and 94 yards of total offense. They did not lose a fumble. They had 4 penalties for 50 yards, including 3 personal foul penalties on defense. And their punter, Ursetta, punted 4 times for a 35-yard average. For Arapahoe, they punted once for a 35-yard average. They had 4 penalties for 20 yards. They recorded 6 first downs, 16 carries for 41 yards. Between the 2 quarterbacks, including the option pass, where Schmeling threw that touchdown pass in the second quarter, a total of 4 out of 7 passing for Lucas Savage, and he was extremely effective in that first half. And a total of 119 yards of passing. A total offense of 160 yards for Arapahoe to 99 for Castleview. And again, like they did a week ago, it was that second quarter where they finally got rid of the early jitters and the early penalties and really was able to put things together. If you're a fan of Arapahoe, you got to like the second quarter, because the first 2 games of the season, they have put 47 points on the scoreboard in the second quarter alone, and have outscored the opponent. So the second quarter, Gonzo, has become the Warriors' friend so far early in the part of the season. I know Rod would like to have them going off early in the first quarter, but effective offense in both the second quarters of both games, and they enjoy this lead as we get ready now for the start of the third quarter.
I think right here, you go into halftime with a lead, you can't be complacent. I remember a game where it was a playoff game against Ralston Valley, where Arapahoe went in 3-0 against Ralston Valley, playoff game, and laid down and ended up losing that game 21-3. Now, a contest where you're up by 14 in high school football, that's not a safe lead. If we were up by 3, that's why I think that they should have thrown the ball to end it. But once again, I'm not the coach. They're not paying me the big bucks. He made the decision to kneel on it, and we'll see if that costs him at all, because you never want to leave points on the field, and here's our kickoff.
And the second half is underway. Kickoff.
The kickoff will come down to Arapahoe, caught at the 7-yard line, 15-25-30. Nice authoritative return. Segura, and he gets credited there with a 25-yard kickoff return, and Arapahoe will begin the second half with the football. 1st and 10 from there.
That's the interesting thing to see is if they change anybody up on the offensive line. I see Washington in there again on the left tackle.
And Harrell had an excellent first half. 5 carries, 23 yards, and he caught the one big 62-yard pass in there as 2 receptions for 92 yards. There's Harrell running with authority out to the 45-yard line and have a big first down to start things off, gain of 12.
And see, this is the difference in a contest. When you have the lead, you can run the ball. You're not coming from behind anymore. You're playing with the lead, and I think that's what's really crucial. When you're playing between the hashes, you're letting the clock roll. I don't see a clock on either one of the end zones like we see in the Cherry Creek School District, but if you let that clock tick down as much as possible with this lead, it looks like Washington is going to the right side. I would guess that the play is going right, but those are the little things I look for when I'm watching games.
Now the fullback gets back into play. Harrell gets the handoff out of 45-50, cuts back. Nice nifty move, and again, good yardage on first down for Harrell. Boy, has Harrell run with authority thus far tonight. He's been outstanding. Gain of 9 into Castleview territory at the 46-yard line. Gonzo made a great point earlier. The adjustments that they made with the movement of players in the offensive line, they've been able to find stuff, and Harrell at the point of attack has been able to find holes against the Castleview defense, and he has run with big-time authority thus far tonight.
Got the wide side of the field near us. I would suspect that we're either going to come this side, maybe you're going to have a man in motion, fly sweep. Once again, you're going to have a lot of green on this side, and if that offensive line can contain the big boys up front, they're stacking that box, you've only got two guys to beat on this near side.
Backs in the I formation on 2nd and 1 at the 46. Man in motion coming to the left side, showing blitz, and the ball right up the middle, right up the gut, and that's Benson, and he'll have a big first down. I want to take that back. It is Federley running the football with authority, and he will have a first down to the 37-yard line, gain of 9.
Benson does come in, number 4 is in the game.
Yes, so they're interacting Federley and Benson in the backfield with Harrell, lining them up at the fullback and tailback spot. So Rod going 3 deep with the running backs tonight to keep them fresh and active.
And is it Fiddler, 14 is on the near side here. Haven't seen his number called.
Handoff on the sweep play. Benson inside the 35 looking for room. And a nice open field tackle that time for the SaberCats. Short pickup. They will give Benson 2 on that. Second down, and we'll call it 8 yards to go. So the running game for Arapahoe was going to be key against this Castleview defense. Fossil Ridge at times was able to get some decent running going against that defense, especially on misdirection plays. And thus far, Arapahoe been very effective with that play tonight.
Trips right.
Rolling out right, Lucas Savage throwing the ball out of the backfield, caught inside the 30, and Baki will make the catch. Nice little call there on second down, and Baki will be knocked out of bounds at the 30. And it'll be third down, and we'll call this about 3 yards to go.
Baki out, Federley in. I would assume a run.
The rotational offense tonight, Rod Sherman using a lot of people.
Wilson far right.
3rd and 3.
Jalen Thomas coming near.
They want to isolate Thomas on the defensive back if they can get it to him.
He's one-on-one.
Again, the back's in the eye. Lucas Savage back to pass. There's the pass. Thomas has it, and Thomas is going to be wrestled down by a couple of the players. And now they say incomplete forward pass. He was bobbling it as he was going to the ground. Incomplete.
That was a lot of green. I'm not a fan of that pass, whether it was the first half or the second half. Eventually, one of these Castleview guys is going to take a gamble, jump the route. It's either going to go pick 6 or it's going to be 6 for Arapahoe either way. Once again, that stops the clock at 9:02. Arapahoe has a thundering momentum going for him. With that drop pass, kills the momentum, but this is a key. Is this 4th down?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so 4th down. They got a lot of cojones here.
Harrell in the backfield and Whistle stopping play for just a moment. And did they catch Castleview off guard? Yes, and they are forced to take a timeout, and that's a big one. Todd Casepire normally on top of that. Now caught with a timeout. Their first of the second half, they're down to 2. That could become a factor as we go along. They're down to 2 timeouts, and they must have been confused on defense. So big timeout called. So it'll be interesting to see if Rod now will switch the play up on this 4th down play. He has several options he could use right here to get his team a first down as the Warriors enjoy a 14-point lead as we play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I'm a gambler by nature. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send 4 out and chuck the ball. If it gets picked off, no big deal because you keep it deep. It's almost like a punt. But I really want the points on the board. I don't think they have a kicker that could manage nearly a 50-yard, probably 48-yard from here. You got the number 2 receiver that I probably would target. I would say a slant, or I'd go a deep route on this left side.
Castleview stunning in and out with the linebackers. Man in motion to the left, and Lucas Savage rolling left, trying to get yardage. He gets it. Oh, the ball is passing incomplete. And good coverage that time by Castleview. They weren't fooled by the motion to the left side. So the SaberCats hold, and they'll take over the football. 1st and 10 with 8:55 remaining third quarter. Big defensive series for Castleview that time. But I think on that 4th down play, one of the running backs ran a wrong route, and they got pinned on the sidelines.
That's a toughie, man. I think the quarterback has to tuck it and roll.
30-yard line, 1st and 10, full house backfield. Handoff right straight up the middle to the fullback. And that's Oster again with the ball, and he was their workhorse in that first half. Oster ran the ball 8 times for 21 yards. Jackson, the leading rusher for them, with 9 carries for 42. And he will gain 3 yards on that. 2nd and 7 at the 33. So Castleview now with the straight handoff on the dive play up the middle. And again, Oster, the ball carrier, he's their workhorse. He's a tough guy in that middle. Very, very nice player. He gets it out to the 36-yard line, and it's going to be now, call it 3rd down and about 4 yards to go, yes.
All right, we got some beef in the middle.
Arapahoe fans trying,
in the middle.
yes, they're making some noise. Full house backfield behind Mullenix. There's the sweep play coming to the right, open field, 35, 40, and the tight end on that, and we'll see who's got it. And that was number 30 with the football for them, Josh Pinello, the tight end. So they use him on that little wingback play out to the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff right up the middle to the fullback, trying to blast his way in a host of tacklers, including underneath that pile 24 Chris Petrides, the senior. And they're going to mark it at midfield there. 2nd and down and 7 right at midfield.
They're going to the hurry up here, which is they don't want the substitutions from Arapahoe's beef. Credit card thin here.
Quick handoff up the middle.
Oh, Washington all over.
Yeah, and Washington gets his man. They gave him a 1-yard gain on that. And again, it's Oster, the ball carrier, the big fullback. They gave him 1 yard. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it looked like no gain, especially with Wilson coming in there on that one.
And that's the 3rd time tonight we've seen that, where they've actually given him a favorable yard when it looked like he was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. So here's a big play at 3rd down and 6. Again, it'll be a full house backfield. And again, there goes the camera tonight. And here comes the sweep play to the right. Now cutting back to the left side. Nice second effort. And that's Bryson Very, number 3 with the football. And they like to use him on that play. And they're going to give it to the 44-yard line. So that's a gain of 5 on that. And it's going to be 4th down and a yard at the 44-yard line. And another timeout called by Castleview. Oh, my goodness. They are down to 1.
They had to. They had to. The thing is, I don't understand what is going on. You have to have a plan B in place. It's 4th and 1. You just barely got the play off before, where you almost caught Arapahoe with too many men on the field. Arapahoe is substituting players left and right on that defense to have fresh dudes ready to tackle at any given time. At 4th and 1, you've got to catch the Warriors off guard in order to make a play. As you're down by 2 scores, the clock is in. Now you're using your second timeout in the 3rd quarter. I'm sorry, Castleview. You got to do better than that. Clock management is a key in all sports. Arapahoe, you got lucky. Let's see what they can do here. 4th and 1. I would assume they're just going to go right up the gut.
Second time out of the half.
Using the hard count, Mullenix pushes the pile forward. I don't know. There was a big push by the defensive line there for the Wards, but that's going to be an interesting placement by the referee. We'll see where they put that football.
Oh, my goodness.
They gave him the 1st down.
Boy.
I don't know.
Man, there must be a magnet on that side of the field that's pulling the referee down an extra yard. That was short. I'm sorry. We roll that tape back, and you'll see that they're short by at least 4 inches, if not 6. Anyway, hey, It's a good contest. Castleview needed it. Here they go.
Receiver out to the right side. Again, the full house backfield. Fake. Molinex rolling out to the right side, looking for somewhere to throw and just throws it away. Big time pressure there put on by Patrick Haas, who made some plays last week in that win over Adams City, and he had big time pressure on Molinex there. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Haas is one of those names you're probably going to hear all season long. Kid had a sack last week, playing a hell of a game tonight.
And he's got a good push up the field. He reacts really good to that wide side pass and made a good rush on Molinex there. 2nd and 10. Showing blitz. Molinex rolling out to the left, going to throw. He's sacked.
Let's see if we can get a number on that one. Can't tell if that was 13 or federally on that one.
Take your pick on that. They were right in on the quarterback. Another loss of 8. 3rd down and 18.
That sack. Once again, here we go again. Arapahoe's got some momentum. 3rd and 10. Castleview needs to get it together. The clock is rolling with 5 minutes.
This has been
caught a Arapahoe player with 12 men on the field.
Receivers out in the pattern left and right. Molinex back to pass. That will be caught. And that is Cade Cushman, number 10, making that catch.
And Cade Segura on the tackle. So Cade to Cade.
And the ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line. And that will be a good pickup on that of 14 yards, but it's going to be 4th down, and we'll call it a long. Castleview obviously going for it, down by 2 scores late in the 3rd quarter. There's the pitch back. There's the halfback out. The pass incomplete. Oh, my goodness. They had him wide open, and he missed it.
Once again, this comes down to early season jitters. Game 2, patience. Castleview definitely had the advantage in their first quarter. They've been rattled in the second quarter. But if you look at what happened there, that was pressure up the middle again. As Arapahoe is really playing havoc with that defensive line. They're shifting that defensive line. And the man in the middle on that one forced that play to hurry up. So on that hurry up, you give that one to the defense. The defense is going to win you some games this year.
So the Warriors now take over with the football. 1st and 10 at their own 37. Man in motion back towards the line of scrimmage. There's the handoff. Looking to move. Harrell breaks at 1 tackle, and he's going to be swarmed under by a host of Sabercats. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10. So what Arapahoe wants to do is get positive yardage, use Harrell wisely, and have the blocking, especially on that counter play, blocking well. The Sabercats now are probably going to be having to take a few chances because they trail by 14 points here late in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, if I'm Rod Sherman, I'm slowing down the tempo, and I'm just going to run. You got the lead by 2 scores.
Fake handoff. Lucas Savage back to pass. Pass is caught. 40. Tries to break a tackle and out to the 45-yard line. And that was Alderwood making the catch on that for a short gain out to the 45-yard line. They're going to call that a gain of 8 on the pass.
Son Alderwood must be his nice sneakers. I saw his mom handing 2 different pairs of sneakers to him. So we're going to have to see if he has the traditional black and gold or if he has the red ones. But anyway, Noah did a good job there. Kept himself in bounds, so the clock is still rolling.
Yes. 3rd down and short. Call it 3rd and 2 at the 45. Again, the backs in the I formation. There's been a lot of shiftiness tonight with certain players. Now the full house backfield. They hand off to the left side. Swarmed under near the line of scrimmage.
I don't think they got any gain. I think it's still going to be 4th and 2.
And that was Federley running the ball. Charlie didn't get to the point on the spot of a point of attack there, and it's going to be 4th down and short at the 45. So a big defensive play there for the Sabercats, and we'll be back in punt formation now for the Warriors. There's the snap. Kick is a low line drive, which went off the side of the foot and will take a bounce out of bounds. We'll see where they mark that.
I'll be honest with you. I think that might have been planned because I saw that kid last year in JV ball, and there was some of those funky rollers before. But
One thing you're gonna notice about high school
one thing that you're going to notice now is going to be about field position. At 2:12 left in the third quarter, not to say it's over with. You got plenty of time left. But right here, it's going to come down to the defense deep in their area. They're on the, 26, 27, almost 28-yard line. Let's see what Arapahoe does on that defense because the defense has been shifty all night. But I think their bread and butter is by sticking the nose guard in there. And let's see what we can do here.
There's the handoff coming to the side.
Thomas and Federley combination on those. It was cleaned up by Bakke, but what a nice tackle for loss there.
Yeah, and that looked like number 9 with the football, Jake Reiber, his first carry of the contest, and he gets stuffed for a 2-yard loss. Second down and call it 12 yards to go back at the 26.
I like this defensive front right here.
Backs behind Mullenix. Handoff. Now over to 30-35, and we believe that was the counter play. And that's Oster again with the football. And I really like him. This guy's a good football player.
Oster?
Yes.
Yeah, he was on the radar early on. We had him in a game last year that we liked, and he had a great offseason. Boy, that was up the middle. That was a nice give. I think Castleview is noticing that the substitution on Arapahoe, and they're trying to attack him. And if they can't get any substitutions, then they know what's happening.
And that's Oster again with the first down carry out to the 42-yard line. So quickly, 16 yards on 2 plays for Oster. Big first down for Castleview. Clock moving at 1 minute remaining here in what was a very fast third quarter.
I liked it a lot better when Castleview was on the hurry up. They're slowing the tempo down, which plays to Arapahoe's favor.
Backs in the I formation. Mullenix going back to pass, and he breaks one tackle, tries to throw it away. Was there a player in the area? And
You gotta be kidding me.
well, that play. Well,
Gotta let the kids play, man.
on that play, that could have been called intentional grounding on Mullenix. There was nobody in the area, but they got to call it intentional grounding and not roughing the passer, so that was a smart call on yours truly's part. Intentional grounding called on the offense and a loss of downs, so a big penalty.
Sorry, I'm against the Zebras tonight, but they've been having some rough calls all night, and that looked like it was going to be a sack, so that was another mistake. You got to know down and distance. You just got to take that sack if you're going to take it. And I think Castleview really needs to step up with a hurry up where they had success.
2nd and 27 at the 25-yard line. There's the handoff on the reverse play.
73 and I think 5 and 72 on that tackle.
Running back coming off the field, limping a little bit.
And we got 2 substitutions, 73 out, 72 out. And with 19 seconds and rolling, 3rd and forever.
And what I've been very surprised with, but give Arapahoe's defense credit, we have not seen Jackson running the ball very much, and that's a big surprise to me because Jackson is some kind of a great running back, but that will be the end of the third quarter. The score after 3, it is 21-7. Arapahoe leading the Castleview SaberCats. We invite you to stick around for quarter number 4 in just a moment. You're enjoying Arapahoe Warrior football here on www.303gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube. The fourth quarter in a moment.
No score in the third quarter. Wow. So defense on both sides, a strong point, focal point. Meanwhile, one of our sideline reporters, old Billy Bob, has got Highlands Ranch now suffering and surrendering some points right out the second half.
I was just looking at your scoreboard, and what a game with Glenwood Springs. Holy Family at halftime leading Glenwood Springs 30-29. Boy, the offense for both teams has got to be off the charts. 3rd and 25 at the 27-yard line. There's the quick pooch punt. And that will take a bounce, and that will go out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So a nifty little play by Castleview to try to take some of the pressure on that 3rd and long play. So that will be considered a 50-yard pooch kick punt. And it'll be first down now for Arapahoe to start the fourth quarter.
Takes a lot of cojones to punt on 3rd down, but when you don't have a man to return it, I can see why. Now it's about field position.
And
so
on
the 25, what was it, like a 50-yard punt?
It was a 50-yard punt, no return on that, obviously. It'll be at the 25-yard line.
Sacrifice a down, which I get because they were deep, in order to gain field position. So anyway, smart play. I'll give Castleview props for that play.
First down, handoff deep into the backfield. Benson breaking tackles. Look at Benson. And he'll have a first down out over the 35-yard line. Gain of 11. Boy, nifty running by number 4.
And the only reason the clock is stopping is because the chains are moving.
Arapahoe looking to go 2-0 on the young season with rival Arapahoe on the docket a week from tonight.
You mean Heritage?
Heritage, yes.
Be interesting, Arapahoe versus Arapahoe.
That would be a unique game.
I'll go with the defense.
Yeah, there you go. Arapahoe against Heritage, and we'll have that game, of course, for you here next week. Arapahoe can take their time now, chew up some of the clock. Benson now moving around in the backfield trying to get set. And Benson will get the handoff. 35 and a nice open field tackle as he gets it out to near the 38-yard line. Gain of 2.
That one's speed on Benson. Benson gets that play done, matriculates up the field because he was faster than the bigger dude. Looks like Castleview themselves are going to substitute some guys. They've had some beef up front as well.
They got to go with quicker people now to get to these running backs. Time is against them on the clock. We got 10:35 in the game and the clock moving. 2 receivers left. Man in motion coming back toward the line of scrimmage is Harrell. So now sets up in the eye, gets the handoff. 35, and Harrell going to be tripped up in the backfield after a short gain. We'll see where they spot the football. And it'll be a 3-yard pickup for Harrell. Gain of 3 and 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
A lot different contest than last week. They had a comfortable lead in that third quarter, moving into the fourth.
And taking a lot of extra time, milking that clock all the way down to 0. Smart football play. Remember, Castleview had to eat up 2 timeouts in the third quarter. They're down to 1, so they're not in a good place right now. And now with confusion in the line, Lucas Savage calls timeout for the Warriors with 9:40 remaining in the game. First timeout at a half for Arapahoe.
Okay, so you talked about milking the clock, and we're going to have the milk jug game next week. So nice segment there.
We better bring some of the cereal and maybe some sugar to put on that cereal along with the milk.
There we go. Good timeout, because conceivably, if there's nobody, if you got an empty backfield and there's a bad snap, that puts Castleview in a better position. So smart timeout. You can't take the timeouts home. It's fourth quarter, 9:40. Might as well use it. You get dialed in. The disadvantage is now you got Castleview that can substitute. They're a little fresher than they were. I would assume we're going to see on 3rd and 7 maybe a little out pass right here. Maybe that's where the confusion was. They go trips right here. Let's look for a slot receiver.
3 receivers out on this pattern to the right. Now moving back into the backfield is Alderwood. Snap back. Kevin's got it. Rolling out left as he's being chased. The pass is caught. And a big hit there right near the first down marker. Jalen Thomas makes the catch. We'll see where they spot it. It's close. They do give him the first down to the 46.
Interesting how his walk wasn't to the south like it's been for Castleview. This one, he got that by inches. Meanwhile, it looks like somebody lost their bonnet.
And a flash of lightning. Now look at this pattern. They got 4 players out right close to each other on the right side. Lucas Savage's pass is caught by Thomas. 45-50 down the sidelines, 40, and Thomas is finally knocked out of bounds. That was a smart football play.
Bunch right formation, and had that ball been a little bit more on target, I think we might have seen 6 on that one. Everything is about timing. Patience is key. Arapahoe matriculating the ball down the field again. The chains are moving. The clock is stopped.
I just spun lightning outside the stadium.
And boy, has Thomas had a nice start to the season. Gain of 20 on the last play. First down at the Sabercat 33. Harrell now will move back into the backfield in the I formation. And Harrell gets it 30, looking to make a move. 25, just using that shifty foot movement. Big time gain for Harrell. And they'll have it to the 24-yard line. Gain of 9, second down and short.
Already looks like running clock. Smoky Hill 42-0 on Rangeview.
Smoky Hill is an interesting team to me, depending on how they start the year heading into the when they get the conference. They could be one of those real surprises that we don't know about in 2018. Second down and a yard. Lucas Savage runs it right up the middle, and he'll have the first down at the 22-yard line on the gain of 2. Clock moving as we get down near the 8-minute mark. And we noticed on the scoreboard that at halftime, Meade and Skyline was tied at 21. Boy, what a barn burner in Longmont between those two teams. You got Jason Klatt, who's, of course, brother quarterback at CU not long ago and is in the broadcasting field himself. What a job he's done at Meade since he arrived there.
Final 42-0, Smoky Hill, Rangeview. That's what happened on those running clocks.
Now the fake inside, Lucas Savage keeps it 20, still busting away. Look at that effort by 6. Nice piece of running by the quarterback.
The kid continues to use his body, man, and you gotta love it.
Just flowing along the line of scrimmage down there. He gets it to the 14-yard line, gain of 8. And it'll be second down and 2, and that's exactly now what the Warriors want to do. Chew up the clock, gain big-time yardage, 5 yards a pop and more. It really is a helpful thing to your offense. Kevin now will have the keeper, and he will be near the first down. We'll see where they mark it. And a flash of lightning just to our right over here, and the referees will have to keep an eye on that.
All right, let's hope that we can move this clock at 7:08. Here's a big one. Eagle Crest 35, Fountain Fort Carson 27. So looks like the home team is going to make that bigger contest. Highlands Ranch gave up a second half touchdown, so Grandview's up on top on that game.
First down and 10. The ball spotted at the 13-yard line. Benson now will be back into the backfield as the lightning continues to flash to our right. Lucas Savage back to throw. Pass is going to be caught in a nice open field tackle. Making the catch there was Alderwood, his second catch of the game.
Now, on that play, most people say it was a great catch, but if you look at the way that he grabbed the ball and tucked the ball, that was your great triangle catch that you teach all these receivers. It's just those little things that are making things happen for Arapahoe tonight.
just so that
Boy, I like the film on that kid already, and I think he's only a sophomore.
Cherry Creek leading Santa Margarita Catholic of California 14-0 second quarter. The Bruins trying to keep their number one ranking. They were ranked 22nd in the country according to the USA Today poll this week. 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line of the SaberCats. Backs in the I formation. Fake into the middle. Lucas Savage keeps it. He's inside the 10, 5 into the end zone. Touchdown!
Wow.
I thought he handed it off to Charlie Federer.
Lucas Savage with a great fake. And you don't think that Lucas Savage has been terrific the first two games. Very quietly, he is putting himself into the mix in one of the outstanding quarterbacks in Class 5A.
So impressive what he's been able to do this year.
Schmeling now will be in for the extra point. Snap is down and the kick by Schmeling on the way is perfect. So with 5:38 remaining in the game, it is now Arapahoe 28 and Castleview 7. We're back with the kickoff in just a moment. You're enjoying Arapahoe Warrior football on 303gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube.